Welcome back to Tiftala Gaming, where we know mobile games. I am going to do the Clue classic game one more time to try to get a little bit more of the strategy going in this time. Last time we got lucky and got a guess on the Halloween board. If you watched that, it was incredible how we were brought into that game. We're going to go ahead and do the Tudor Mansion. But we are still going to play online with 6 players because it's easier to predict the actions of people versus the AI, and that is a strategy in the game. All right, we're going to go ahead and pick a player here. I'm going to pick one classic one here that comes with this board. Let's go with green, and we're waiting for a couple more people there to choose their characters and press that they are ready. I don't want to end up in a game with 5 people because somebody gets an advantage with the cards. But this game, all right, we are getting close. I love Clue because I'm thinking, I'm using my brain, but I'm also calming down, thoughts from the day. We're gonna go here into this Tudor mansion. We're gonna think about something else. Look the sound effects. It's bringing this alive. All right, we are in the staircase. We are waiting to come in and see all of the rooms. All right, the murder cards are going in. And yes, I'm playing with real people, but it's very relaxing. It's back and forth, it's strategy, it's anonymous. I really like that about these games. All right, let's see. We've got Peach with the ballroom in the study. Okay. So we have one card of each. And the suggestion is going to be in the kitchen here. Just the sound effects, the way that they've designed this, the artwork. I love that, it feels like you're actually there visiting somebody else in their home. So we've got Plum with the wrench in the kitchen. So notice we are marking down the guess, right? And the first revelation for Plum, use the colors if you get confused in the columns. Peach with the wrench in the kitchen. All right, so we got a full 3 markings on that one. Okay. Now it is our turn. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. All right, I think we're gonna get every room here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our clue sheet. Where do we want to go for our first choice? Let's see. Let's go to the hall. That has some really fun artwork. The entrance to this Tudor mansion that you're going through as the guests come in. And what are we going to do for our suggestion here? I'm going to do Rose with the candlestick. And I'm not choosing any cards I have on purpose because that is kind of a lot of people use that strategy, so it's kind of predictable. All right, so we're getting some good information here. That it's possible. So Rose, candlestick, and the hall. All right. We shall see. We're not going to make an accusation this turn, so I think we'll have probably enough information when it comes back around to make a really good educated guess on an accusation, if not the actual answer. If you played this game growing up, as a kid, most kids wait, you get your card revealed by somebody and you mark it down and oh my gosh, the game takes forever. And, if you're not using strategy, it becomes a little bit repetitive. And in this case, using the mobile app, it just It just breaks it up. It allows it to be fun. And sometimes, yeah, I'm going to take a chance and make that accusation and I may not be right. But hey, kind of go down swinging, right? So here, Rose is in a study and she is making an accusation of Scarlet with the rope in the study. And character, what is it? Rusty there is revealing something to Rose. So Scarlet, rope, study. All right, I've got the study, so I am definitely marking off rope and Scarlet because, as I've said before, typical strategy is to use one card that you have, especially in the first rounds. So if I've got one of them, I'm going to assume that the person who made the suggestion and the person who revealed had one, and therefore none of those are things I want to use. All right, so we've got Rusty going into the library. Ooh, look at that elephant outside. Sculpted. Okay, we've got Rusty with the revolver in the library. Rusty. Revolver. In the library. Alright, go ahead and hit continue. And if you look at our clue sheet, right? Okay, we're starting to get to that point where we've got getting a lot of guesses, putting in a lot of information. So things are going to start to, overlap a little bit. So we're going to be able to look at those boxes where we made the notation and hopefully get some factual information regarding the cards, even though it's best to use intuition in the game as well. All right, so we've got Scarlet, revolver in the hall. Peach has one of them. All right. Scarlet, revolver, and hall. Wondering if Peach has the hall. That can be a strategy to throw people off quite a bit. Like it's possible that Peach used 2 of her own cards, or the player used 2 of their cards in the beginning, so it makes it look like that is the answer, even though that's not really what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our card here. Let's just take one more look at that artwork in the hall there. And I did notice here, all right, we have an X here. So I'm gonna remove that 1. We have a 1 in Rusty, 4 Scarlet, and a 1 in the library, okay? So as we remove those, then we can designate that the card belongs to that player. Okay, we've got Scarlet with the revolver in the lounge. Does seem like Peach has Scarlet, but could have the revolver. In the lounge, we have not seen yet. Okay. All right, B. Let's see what's outside behind there. It looks like a bridge, and you can even see the continuity on the outside of the Tudor mansion here on the game as well. I said before, like, if you've got preteens, yeah, they play a lot of, flashy games, but I gave this to one of my nephews who loves, like, strategy games, and just, like, instantly was like, whoa, I'm winning, I love this. All right. We've got dining room, Plum with the dagger in the dining room. Plum. Well, we know that Rose does not have plum. It is possible. Wait, did we record that? Peach. The dagger. Possible. How about the dining room? Also possible. All right, let's see if we can get somewhere and make an accusation here and get an educated guess for that to win the game here. All right, let's look at our rooms. Okay, right now we've got, I'm gonna go to the library, I think, here. And our weapons, what do we have here? Let's check out that. Let's check out the candlestick again. And rusty. Looks like he's kind of doing a dance move there, huh? Swinging that candlestick pretty dang hard. Doesn't look too big. All right, so Scarlet, what do you got? Library. All right, okay, we got one down. So let's see. We can't do library. Is it the kitchen? I'm gonna go with dining room. Or hall. Let's do hall. Okay. At this point, we're just going with a gut feeling, right? Making an accusation is just a fun way to kind of use your intuition, keep the game going quick. And you know what? Once in a while, especially if you're just kind of down to two rooms, often you can be right, and it's totally fun. Rusty candlestick hall. Oh my God! Look at that. If you want to talk about intuition, this is the video for you. Okay. All right. I loved that. That was 100% total fun. Subscribe if you like strategy games, you like adventure games, you like to go into like world building games. Tiftala Gaming is for you. Have a good night. Thank you.